is the Matrix?
The Matrix is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more. Follow me.
The greatest form of control is where you think you're free when you're being fundamentally manipulated and dictated to. One form of dictatorship is being in a prison cell and you can see the bars and touch them. The other one is sitting in a prison cell but you can't see the bar, you think you're free.
What the human race is suffering from is mass hypnosis. We are being hypnotized by people like this. Newsreaders, politicians, teachers, lecturers.
We are in a country and in a world that is being run by unbelievably sick people. And the chasm between what we're told is going on and what is really going on is absolutely enormous.
The greatest hypnotist on planet Earth is a oblong box in the corner of the room. It is constantly telling us what to believe is real.
ينتظرونكم على أحر من الجمر.
If you can persuade people that what they see with their eyes is what there is to see, you're gone. Because they'll laugh in the face of an explanation that portrays the bigger picture of what's happening. And they have. You can look at the Bush family, and they are absolutely Illuminati. As presidents of the United States go, Father George Bush, I mean not the idiot's son, but Father George Bush is higher in the Illuminati than most of them. The British royal family are one of the Illuminati bloodlines. It's all about genetics to these people. They're like horse breeders. Diana basically called herself the Windsor's brood mare. She was brought into the web merely to be the vehicle to give birth to William. You look at Charles and you look at William, and there's very much a resemblance. But when you look at Harry, you'll look at the Bushes and people like that, and they look like you and me. The key element is what happens beyond the realm that we can see. This is what the Illuminati bloodlines really are. They are vehicles for other dimensional entities to manipulate this reality. These entities, many of which take a reptilian outer form, are manipulating this world through these Illuminati bloodlines. When I introduce something like these Illuminati bloodlines are based on a reptilian, non-human race, people find it fantastic. Of course it is, because it is so different from the reality and ways of the world that they have grown up believing in. The mainstream media, they want to report, because it's funny, that I am saying these bloodlines are reptilian. But when I'm talking about this, when I try to get in more background, of course the media's going, oh no mate, can't talk about that, need an early out at 27.
First time I made this journey was on a paddle steamer. I fell in love with the Isle of Wight when I was such a small kid. I remember at infant school, I used to play Isle of Wight ferries in the paddling pool. So I was that far back, and I always wanted to live here, and I made it in 1982. And I used to go up to the BBC and back all the time. So I've made this journey so many times. Because of the way that public perception of me has changed, I'm now getting the opportunity to really get information out into the public domain that's going to get a sympathetic hearing. I decided months ago, just intuitively, instinctively, that I wanted to talk in London. And we booked the Brixton Academy, not knowing what the interest would be. And the response was just incredible. The way it's going to be a sellout audience of in excess of 2,000 people. Nice to meet you. Where you come from?
Sheffield.
Sheffield. Crap,
Yeah.
people come from all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see you later. What I want Brixton to show to people is that if you are saying there's something not right in the world, and you have feelings that there is some kind of conspiracy going on here, and I don't like what's happening, well, look at the attendance of Brixton and know that you are not alone.
Folks, tickets in your hands, please. Thank you very much. Keep going, sir. Thank you.
May I ask you a question?
Certainly.
Why are you here?
Why am I here? To try and get one or two answers. Such a complex thing. I feel that mankind is doomed, basically. So somebody ought to wake everyone up, and I think this is where David Icke is coming in. I think he's doing a fantastic job, and I mean that sincerely.
That was great. Thank you so much. Enjoy the show.
I intend to. Thank you.
Hello and welcome everybody to the Brixton Academy. At this point I was going to come out with all sorts of words like how I've known David for 35 years and how he's given the last 15 to researching all that he writes and talks about. But to be quite honest with you, you've not come here to hear or see me, so there's no more to be said, and I would like to say welcome David Icke.
Thank you. Thank you. This was George Bush. You're free, and freedom is beautiful. And you know it'll take time to restore chaos and order. Order out of chaos, but we will. Order out of chaos, or as I've dubbed it, problem, reaction, solution. Simple, devastating, played on us by the day.
Nobody laughs because they actually listen. They want to listen to what he's saying, and I think only then when you've listened to what somebody says can you give an input into what they're saying.
You want to change society in a way that you know if you announce it openly you're going to get massive reaction. So you don't announce it openly, you play this scam.
You know, you read a book and you go and hear somebody speak and you'll find it's not what you thought it was. He is not who you think he is.
Stage one, you create a problem. Could be a terrorist event, could be a war, it could be a run on a currency, could be a bird flu.
He's never said, you must believe what I say. I think he'll go out there and say, I'm not telling you to believe what I'm telling you now. I am passing on information that I have uncovered and gleaned over 15 years of research. Make of it what you will.
I've just described 9/11, by the way. I was in a bar just after 9/11, and I was watching CNN live, and I saw Bush stand up and say, and I saw this plane hit the World Trade Center. And he said, this is word for word, he said, and I thought, what a terrible pilot. That's what he said. The first plane was not shown on live television, only the second one. No way in the world is it possible for him to have seen the first plane hit. Total frickin' lies.
Buckle your seatbelt, Dorothy. Because Kansas is going bye-bye.
Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure was real? What if you were unable to wake from that dream? How would you know the difference between the dream world and the real world?
This can't be what?